What's up, guys? This is Jason from the Jason&Jabari Gaming, and that is me, Jason. I just recently finished the Carina's Challenge 2.0, and I wanted to go over some interesting fights and kind of help you guys out on these paths. This is path 5 to 3 on the Abyss of Legends, the Mutant Domination path, and this is Thing. Unfortunately, guys, I did not solo this fight. This was a 2-shot fight, and the reason I did not solo it is because I essentially timed out. Basically what that means is I used up all my hits, and then he gained power, and I had no way to stop his unstoppable and unblockable, and basically got KO'd that way. There is a way that I think you guys could do this with a rank 3 apocalypse, and that is probably suicides. I do not have those unlocked, guys, so unfortunately I did not get it. I would argue do not make the same mistake as me. Another way that you can do this is that you can just slow play it a little bit better than I did. What wins these fights is red damage, and that's from the poison and the degeneration. Now notice that my apocalypse has his 4 genetic potential, so on one special one he'll apply both of the debuffs, and then on his special 2 he will apply both the debuffs. On the special 1, what's important is the poison, and on the special 2, what's important, well, for Thing, the concussion is pretty important in the beginning, and the degen is as important. And then when you throw the special 2, then you want to build up to the special 3 to lock all 4 debuffs in place. And the way that you need to slow play this fight is, unlike in the first set of hits, you'll notice that gray icon. I know there's a lot to look at, but it has like a 93. That's your hit counter for the first set of hits that you're allowed. You want to not heavy, actually. Once you get that concussion up and you lock it in, you want to stop heavying, and then you just want to do a medium or light attack and back off, and that will give you time to allow the red damage to do more damage over time. So that's another way that potentially you can solo this fight. I am max boosted with a 30% boost. Take note of that. Also, there might be the 12% mutant boost. You might want to boost up with that as well. So now that I got that out of the way, let's talk a little bit more about this fight. In the beginning, I was heavying because I wanted to manage Thing's rock stacks. Once he gets 15 and you hit him, he will go unstoppable, and we did not want that. But if you cause him to bleed, which Apocalypse does 2 bleeds on his heavy attack, 1 on the beginning hit and the second on the second hit, then it takes away 3 of Thing's rock stacks, and that has a slight cooldown phase. So that's why I was parrying heavy. This is primarily a parry heavy fight in the beginning, until you get up that concussion and lock it in. Then you don't have to do it as much. There still will be times where he might gain a rock stack here or there, but not really. So then what you want to focus on is you want to focus on the parry, and then just 1 single attack and back off, and that is to allow that damage over time to do its damage. And when you build up to a special 1 or special 2, release it, and you'll do a substantial amount of damage. The tricky part is the second phase, because then the Abyss champions do not have ability accuracy reduction anymore, meaning that he'll gain his rock stacks. But on the heavy, you do a bleed, so then you will have to parry heavy on that fight in order to manage his rock stacks the way that you need them to be managed. But yeah, had it not been for that, had I played it a little bit cleaner, a little bit smarter, I still think this is a soloable fight, even without suicides. It's just you have a lot more to take into consideration. Like, for instance, you don't want to allow the timer to run out where you're losing hits, because your hits are very valuable on this fight. So keep that in mind, guys. I don't think there's anything else too important about this fight. You should definitely heal up. That is the black number. The hit counters is the 124. Those are the numbers where you're going to see him gaining rock stacks. See how he's gaining rock stacks? That's because his ability accuracy is no longer subject to our concussion. So keep that in mind. Yeah, guys, honestly, there's not too much else going on in this fight. This is a very slow fight. You don't want to go ham on these type of fights. I said that in the Korg fight, and I'll reiterate that the red damage is where all the damage is coming from. You are not doing much damage. Even with your yellow numbers, you can cap out at 85k. That is nothing compared to millions of health. So slow play the fights, guys. Slow play. If you're trying to get it solo and optimize your hits, slow play. I can't reiterate that enough. And back off after you do a hit. Parry, back off after you do a hit, and that way you'll preserve your hits. And in that time, I know it doesn't seem like much time, but you're actually doing per tick damage. So that's what I got for this fight, guys. Hopefully you enjoy. I kept it at the speed that it's normally at, so you guys can see exactly what type of mistakes I made. I would definitely recommend healing up to full on these fights if you're going to attempt to solo, because mistakes can be made. The AI does have a percentage chance to evade, so it's probably smarter if you're trying to optimize your revives to heal up to full if you're attempting a solo. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this. You guys will see me use up all the hits. He's going to go passively unstoppable and unblockable, and I will be KO'd, and then I'll revive, heal up, and finish him off. But I would love to know you guys' thoughts. If you can think of something else with Apocalypse or something like that that I didn't say, or anything else that you think someone else from the mutant path could work pretty well here for a solo, let me know, guys. I love to hear from you guys. So leave a comment, subscribe, like, all that wonderful stuff to help us out with the YouTube algorithm. And I will be coming at you guys with more Abyss content real soon. You guys take care. Peace.